Hey everybody, this is Nolan North, and I've already stopped listening to Super GameCast 64. You should too.
Let's go. Hey everyone, it's Trey Mitchell. Welcome to another episode of Super GamesCast 64.
Thanks, Austin. That was very inspiring, the way you did that intro.
You're welcome.
Welcome. This is Super GamesCast 64. I'm Trey Mitchell. To my immediate front left.
I'm at 11:30 right now.
11:30 today.
Yeah.
We got Austin Guttery. In front of me, we have his two lawyers. We have Zach and Adam from corporate.
I object.
He objects.
He pleads the fifth.
That's where we've been for the last 2 weeks.
We have. The reason you haven't heard this podcast in a week and a half is we've had some legal issues.
Some disputes.
Disputes. Disagreements.
Yeah.
Creative disagreements. Me and Austin.
Monetary disagreements.
Monetary creative disagreements.
A lot of that SeatGeek money wasn't, falling into my pocket.
No, it was 60-40 the whole way through, and you wanted 50-50, and I said, fuck off.
And Hunter came in and worked for 90-10.
He did, and we were going to have Hunter on as full-time. We were going to slowly wean you out like Corby and Mike Dig DeGrego, but here you are. We'll have negotiations, more negotiations. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be all right.
We will be okay. It's just us.
It's just a roadblock. It's a hiccup.
We're getting there.
We're getting there.
That's why the lawyers are here.
Yeah, that's why the lawyers are here.
Hey, Adam.
Is this everything going all right now with the lawyer stuff?
Upheld.
Yeah,
okay.
I told him not to say anything.
That's why I'm not talking.
That's what they need to do as lawyers, not speak.
Yeah.
Unless they have something
learned.
objectable to say.
Pleading the fifth.
Law school.
Tell us about law school, Adam. How was law school?
Oh, it's pretty cool. You get to hang out with a lot of babes, and you hit the books, but even harder, you gotta hit the chicks.
Is that how law school is, Zach?
That pretty much sums it up in a nutshell. I've never hit chicks harder in my life.
We should go to law school.
I know, we can hit a lot of women.
Hit a lot of women. Whoa, not
chicks.
with their fists.
Yeah,
not with their fists.
With our
dicks. Or dicks.
Is it still like domestic violence if you smack a chick with your dick?
Only if it's consent.
Well, wait.
Yeah.
You have to swing it with your hand though, or are you just talking about
Oh yeah, if no hands, if you have your hands up and you're swinging,
you're just swinging your dick around like that.
Yeah, you just turn really quickly.
I mean, if she's in the way, she's in the way.
It sounds like what an abuser would say, Trey.
I'm not an abuser, okay? I'm a friend.
You're gonna say that on air.
I'm a friend.
Okay.
You know what? Also, we're not taking the arguments we've had off air, on air, okay? So if you want to abuse my generosity by not taking the 60-40, go ahead.
Listen, you guys, it wasn't monetary at all. Austin hit Trey in the face with his dick. It's been a huge thing.
You know what? All right.
This is why I told him not to speak, because now everyone knows about the dick hitting.
Yeah, way to go. Way to go. Good lawyers you got.
I'm worse than Philip Kingston.
No, don't even start with that.
Happy day.
I'd like to preface...
No, everyone's already stopped listening to this. Anyway.
Was Phil our only listener?
Yeah, he was. He was trying to get dirt on all you guys.
The hardcore Phil Kingston team.
Yeah.
Talk about your... So, okay, to be candid, we've been joking around for the last 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
Except for the dick stuff.
Except for the dick
real.
stuff. That was real. I'm really offended by that. Really hurt. Yeah, I can't look at Austin the same way now. He's taking it out again. So we got two of Austin's friends, Zach and Adam.
I mean, I'd like to think I'm one of your friends as well, but
yeah,
I guess it's fine.
You're one of my buds. You're more friends.
No, it's fine.
We're Facebook
you gotta go
official.
through me if you want to get.
We're Facebook. If you want to be my lover, you gotta get with my friends, right?
Oh, like the song,
like that song. No, yeah, we're friends. We're good buds.
If you're friends on Facebook,
hey, we're friends.
I'm not friends with.
You're not friends with me.
With Trey or Austin.
We're not
they
friends.
just met today.
Yeah,
and I just met Zach today.
Yeah.
We could be friends one day. Not now.
Yeah.
Not your friend.
Not right
Not
now.
at all.
We'll see.
Not at all.
Maybe one day. It's like that song. Did you ever listen? This is gonna really. Did you ever listen to the Olsen Twins album?
Yeah.
There was one song about the kid who moved into a new town, and he's trying to find a new friend, and all the people didn't want to be his friend, but they in the song.
Trey, are you crying right now?
He found that friends take time.
He's tearing up hardcore.
It really hit an emotional chord. Who was that running?
I don't know. I've got one eye on the door.
Make
after
sure
that.
Monty doesn't come in again.
Yeah, show us his breasts.
You're showing a lot of breasts. Austin, it's not about how many subscribers you get on your podcast, but it's about the friends you met along the way.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question for my friend Trey.
Yeah.
Did you have an Olsen twins countdown clock?
No.
Okay.
I did not.
Were you part of the club where you got a monthly subscription?
I was not
Little-
that either.
a box
I had three
sent
little.
to your door.
I had little sisters, so I was subjected to all Olsen twins at all times. But there was a song about the kid on the bike, and he wanted to make friends, but no one wanted to be his friend. But then his birthday party came. He still didn't have a friend his name. And,
Whoa.
Yeah.
Are we going to get in trouble here? Copyright?
We might now. There was a cumulus email that came down that we cannot play let the soundbite Let's Get Ready to Rumbo.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how that guy makes most of his money.
Yeah. We got like an edict, like we cannot play that soundbite in a song or anything.
He will sue.
He will sue.
Yeah, we learned that in law school.
So that's
Legitimately.
very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like that guy doesn't make any money except for on lawsuits.
And then in front of boxing matches, he makes like six figures to work for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
We
Pretty
need that
insane.
job. I want that job.
I want that job.
So this is Super GamesCast 64.
The
This is
lawyers
sh-
haven't heard that bit.
This is the show.
I've heard
about-
the bit. I'm just curious as to what the timestamp was before when a bit ends and you guys just start doing your impressions, because that's like a real standby on the show that I enjoy.
the impressions.
Just like you're doing a thing and then it like kind of peters out and it's like, all right, let's do Trump for like 15 seconds with whatever the last
right.
thing we were saying.
Yeah.
So you're a listener.
He's
I,
one of our four.
I dabble.
You
Yeah.
dabble. You dabble.
Mhm.
Listen.
Little
Sometimes.
I sit in his room with a knife and I make sure that he
Listen.
hears all of it.
Just. Yeah, you should. You should listen.
No,
Or-
I've listened to I don't know, 4 or 5 maybe.
Okay. How do you like it so far? What do you think? Any criticism? Constructive criticism?
Well, I just gave number 1.
You like the bits or didn't like them?
Well, no, just commenting that they happen.
Please don't be honest. Just please make this easy for
Yeah,
us.
and then everything's great.
Just say, yeah, it sounds great.
Yeah,
Great,
no,
yes,
I mean,
good.
having a name that's almost the same as another more popular
Yeah,
podcast
just-
is a great way to like sneak in
Yeah.
listeners
Yeah.
for people that are making huge mistakes.
Sure. Yeah, just like how when I give a script to Austin, he's like, "Oh, great, sounds good, looks good."
I've never
but
opened an email
I've-
from Trey.
He's never, ever.
I'm like, yeah, sounds good. Checks out.
Sounds good. Checks out. We're good.
It's great. See, I'm doing it right now.
It's great. Okay. It's so good. Okay.
Let's hit some Fernando, too.
No, I'm good.
Wow.
Okay,
Great.
there's something here in this world called professionalism. We're going to mark that out. I don't want that to go back.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna hear this.
Someone might send it to him.
Let's call back to that all the time so we can't cut it out.
Fernando's a good man, and I like working with him. And that's
Yeah.
it. Oh, we
Did
got
you
a
get
lot
that-
of video games going on today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. We got video games, man. How you been video gaming?
Good. I forgot to mention a couple weeks ago I played a very unique video game. We went to Dave & Buster's for my birthday. You weren't invited.
Oh, wow.
And,
was not invited.
Yeah, we didn't tell you about it. We saw you on the road right outside Dave & Buster's, just waiting for
Well,
someone to
I'm
come by.
a
And
little upset about this.
well, anyway, I was there with. I mean, I don't know how many friends. I mean, like I went so low on the list. Kirk was there, and no, Kirk's a great friend. He was there. Oh no,
Kirk wasn't there.
Kirk was out of town. He was on his fuck trip.
So I was
weekend.
not invited. Kirk was invited. Who else was invited?
His whole
Monty?
MySpace top 8 was
Yeah,
Yep.
Alice
all
in
my
Chains.
middle school friends.
All your middle schoolers.
They were all there.
We'll talk after the podcast.
That's fine. Please don't hurt me. And so in the bathroom, when you need to go take a pee in the urinal,
Someone touch you?
in the urinal, a man.
Did Adam touch you?
Yeah, he caressed my shaft with his shaft. And no, they have this game in the urinal where, yeah, a game in the urinal. There's a screen above the urinal, and in the actual bowl part, there's like little markings on the ceramic of like arrows, directional arrows, and on the screen you're this little car, and depending on where you aim, like which direction you pee on the little buttons, the car will move, and you can dodge obstacles and stuff. And that's what I've been playing. It's pretty cool. I thought it was quite innovative.
Yeah. It sounds like an amazing game.
Yeah. Otherwise, I've just been playing Zelda and Pokemon Go.
Just Zelda and Pokemon Go.
Yep.
Goddamn Nintendo fanboy here.
That's right. I threw out my Xbox, smashed it.
Smashed
Like
it.
a book burning.
You burned a house full of PS4s.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the people in it.
Yeah.
Who play it.
You burned Shuhei Yoshida.
What?
Yeah.
Who's that?
He's like the one of the big ups at Sony PlayStation. Shuhei Yoshida. You don't know who Shuhei
That
is?
sounds like a fake name.
You're a fake name. You fake name. Okay.
Nice.
We
Back to
called
it.
that
All
like
right.
Adam said. Like Adam said, yeah.
So that's what I've been playing.
Awesome, man. I'm glad that's what you've been playing.
Thanks.
I've been playing Zelda.
Uh-huh.
Horizon Zero Dawn. I've been playing that the last 2 days.
Changed your cover picture to Horizon Zero Dawn.
I did. In fact, I did, yes.
Be honest. How many times you touched your shaft to Alloy?
You know what? This is an adult podcast, and I don't like going into these little unadult conversations about shafts.
Okay.
Okay? I'm an adult. Okay? I don't jerk off the video games and anime like Kirk does. Okay?
He probably does.
Yeah. I don't know what that kid does.
He's not real. Kirk is not real. It's just a character.
He's not a real person.
Yeah. I just, in case he hears this.
Will you hear it? You think you'll really
he
hear
ever-
it?
He came and
Ew, gross. I said we're not talking about that stuff.
9 times.
yeah, at least 9 times. No, he came in my room once when I was listening to
Gross.
it and was like, "Where's Austin?" And I was like, "You just heard his voice from my podcast." And then he was very confused.
I swear I heard him in here.
Oh, where are you hiding him?
He's in your computer?
You might have autism.
You can just go ahead and drop the mic. Let me tell you, he has autism.
Kirk is our autistic friend who we were so generous as to take into our house, Trey. And you're over there just laughing. You're laugh crying. You're like that emoji.
You guys are so good to take him into your family.
I know.
You
Hey, are
know.
you excited about the emoji movie?
There's an emoji movie.
Yeah.
You're not up to date on the Emoji Movie?
I'm
There's-
not.
The
No.
first movie where a piece of shit is a character in it. Also voiced by Patrick Stewart. The piece of shit is.
Well, I mean, you know, at Home Alone 2, there's that scene where Macaulay Culkin meets Donald Trump, and he's a piece of shit.
Oh!
Yeah!
Oh!
Political humor.
Dude, that may take down the presidency.
That might take him down.
Oh, we got a clap. We
Oh.
got a good clap. That's all.
Yes. Yes. We got that last one. Oh, I'm out of breath.
Oh, that was good.
It's been a while since we've done this.
I know. I got 2 podcasts in me to get out. You know.
We got to do this and then the one next week.
Yeah, we'll do one for last week.
So this is the 4-hour-long edition.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got to do 4 hours of this.
Okay.
So what's up? How you doing? How's kicks?
We have 2 other people who might or might not be playing.
Have you guys
games.
been playing the games on the videos?
I'd say so. Yeah.
Maybe like all day today.
What you guys been playing, bros?
Dude, new expansion for Hearthstone.
Yeah?
Journey to Unguro.
Did you ever play Hearthstone, Trey?
I did not, but everyone plays it and looks fun.
It is a lot of fun.
It's basically, if you haven't played, did you ever play Yu-Gi-Oh?
I played Pokemon cards.
That's different.
I played the game.
I
though.
asked you. That's like, hey, have you ever eaten a hot dog? And you're like, well, I had broccoli once.
They're both the same category.
Probably the same thing. I used to like look at Magic the Gathering cards. Not collect
That's
them, but
another
look
thing
at
that I
them.
was not talking about. It's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh. And let me tell you, it's a laugh and a half.
Laugh and a half.
Yeah.
Laugh and a half.
It gets close to 2 lives. Lives?
Lives.
Lives. It get close to 2 lives, but it's a laugh and a half. You should definitely download it. You can play it on your computer when you're bored up here and not doing any work.
That's the whole time.
Well, then you could do 8 hours
Yeah.
of
All right.
Hearthstone.
You can download it on your phone and just poop
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
could make 2
I
accounts.
just sit on the toilet to play. Like I don't even poop.
You don't even poop.
No,
You don't poop. Like you don't do that.
Oh, the irony of this conversation. Zach poops a lot.
Yeah, I have
But-
IBS.
Oh no, you need to get that checked out, buddy.
I've had it checked out about 10 times. No one can do anything for me.
It's not good.
Keeps going back to that doctor with the finger.
Yep.
Well, let me dig around in there, see what I can find out.
I swear it's hurting. Can't. You're just looking there to see Justin walks up again and presses his body on the door.
I'm going to come in here and I just pop a boon. Boner.
Booner?
Yeah, booner.
So yeah, we haven't done a podcast. This is kind of all over the place. Zach, what have you been playing? You said Hearthstone.
So Hearthstone, yeah, a lot of that. A lot of just not pooping on the toilet. And then I'm playing a lot of Gears of War 4.
Okay, do you like that?
Yeah, no, it's probably my favorite, like, I guess Microsoft game.
Yeah,
exclusive, Xbox exclusive.
The few.
Yep,
yeah.
the very few. And then what else? I guess
I'm playing a little Zelda too.
Yeah, I've been playing a little Zelda.
Zach got himself a Switch.
I did.
You got yourself a little Switch?
He got his in Spain.
Amazon España.
Oh, OC.
Yes.
Is that is it? Well, I mean, I guess what is it called when they have the
region locked?
Is it, or what? How does it work? I mean, is it fine, or is it the same thing, or is it?
It's really the same thing,
So you have
except
to learn
everything's
Spanish.
in Spanish. Yeah, that's Spaniard Spanish.
Oh.
So like clean Spanish.
Clean Spanish, not the dirty Spanish.
Yeah, not that dirty.
Not that
dirty stuff.
Ugh.
What did Jeff Sessions call all Mexicans the other day?
I don't know. I don't follow the news.
He was down at the border and he said something about. He said something about like we're gonna put up this wall and get rid of this filth or something like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's not nice things to say.
I know.
But I did say a mean thing earlier, so I'm probably a hypocrite.
Hit me with your best Jeff Sessions.
I don't know what he sounds like.
That was perfect. You nailed it.
Anytime I hear the word filth, I think of the beginning of Watchmen. The filth and the horrors will look up and shout, "Save us!"
And I'll whisper,
"I'm
a Corona man."
What he says. That's the line.
Yeah.
That is the line.
Zach was thinking of getting "I'm a Corona man" tattooed.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
On your forehead or your dick.
Yeah.
One of those two.
Or your dick head.
Your
dick's forehead.
Yeah. That could be a place. Adam, what have you been playing?
Well, let me tell you
Thanks,
right
Adam.
now.
It's been great.
No. Let me tell you guys.
Trey just loves making enemies.
My people have been mocked mercilessly
Your
on
people?
this podcast. My people. I play sports video games.
Oh,
you guys.
no. Look at this guy.
He's a sporter.
I
play FIFA. I play Madden. I play NBA 2K.
The only reason we don't like the people who play those is because they're tough and they beat us up.
Yeah, they beat people up. Why do you beat people up, Adam?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of the times because they're making fun of my video games, my favorite video game.
Well, maybe if you wouldn't be such a bully and come beat me up all the time, I wouldn't be calling you a tough puppy.
This cycle of violence has to come to an end at some point.
This aggression will not stand, man.
It's not going to
what
come
you're
to
saying.
me.
Yeah, and then I started Skyrim because I'd never
Okay.
played it.
Yeah.
And so I started it, and I have not really touched it in about a week.
Oh, no. Oh, I have nothing. I like sports video games. I like the Maddens and the Furfers.
I think it's mostly when I was a kid, I was on a strict 30-minute limit, and 30-minute just happens to be like a good time to get like one game in. So I don't know. It's that mostly because I generally play in like 30-minute bursts.
Mm-hmm.
It's conditioned me. My parents have broken me as a man.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But even if I don't, then it's just like it's nice to know that like whether things are going well or going badly, it'll all be over in 15 minutes. I think it's a good way to look at life.
You need help. That sounds like
Who hurt you? Who hurt you?
just life in general.
I object.
All right. Yeah, I've been playing Horizon, which is really, really good. And you told me a mean joke, and that kind of derailed things.
I'm sorry.
This
Go ahead.
podcast, this is our 30th episode. We've been all over the place the whole time.
We've been planning this big 30th episode.
I know, we've been planning
spectacular.
it, and then you had to get all lawyered up, and I don't know what to do now. I really don't know what I can say, what I can't say, what's going to be written down.
I know what I can say.
What?
I'm sorry.
It's not okay
I'm really sorry.
for now. 70-30.
Do you
About
like
that.
Horizon Zero Dawn? Has it been good? I know you've liked it so far.
I like it a lot as I keep playing it. I really enjoy it.
I'm quite intrigued by it.
It's very intriguing. I mean, the combat's really, really cool. And you know how people talk about with Zelda, like they don't fast travel. I find myself not fast traveling in this for somewhat similar reasons, where it's like, okay, well, if I go here, I can find like a new. Maybe that'll change. I'm fairly early on. Maybe that will change. But and there's also you have fast travel packs, so you only have like a few times you can fast travel. At least right now.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's a more creative way to do it.
So I feel like I don't need to. I think and this is my own fault because you can take things off of the HUD. The HUD's a little messy, but I can always take things off. But it's just, it'll have the distance, how many like footsteps until you get to the place. I don't like that, but I like it.
That's weird.
Because I like it in the fact that, okay, I know where I'm going, but I don't like it because I think it breaks the immersion in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can turn it off, though. Like, you can turn it off. So it's my own fault. It's nothing about the game that's bad. It's me, but so I might turn that off eventually. But the combat's really cool. The world is really awesome because, I've pretty much I knew what I was getting into, but I've stayed away from story spoilers. So, like, you really don't know where you are because you're in this. It's like the wilderness, but then you get like these big towers and big buildings that have been bombed out, and there's this humongous tower that looks warped. It's all like turned sideways. So you're wondering, like, okay, where could I be where there's mountains in the background? There's a big city. There's like there's a highway that's been like blown up.
Because it's in the future, right?
It's in the far distant future,
Okay.
but there's robotic dinosaurs everywhere. Or not even dinosaurs, just animals.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really give you... I know, and it's supposed to explain... The story's supposed to be really good, and it's supposed to explain everything that happened. And so it's really intriguing to be like, okay, what happened here? And so that's really what is kind of pulling me is the story.
Okay.
But yeah, it's really cool. I've been playing Zelda as well. I've been working on a video, and so I've been watching a lot of movies for this video I'm working on for Far Cry Blood Dragon. And so I've been watching a lot of 80s action movies, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and who's just fucking awesome. I love Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's the best. He really is.
He's a cool guy, too.
I hear he's a nice guy.
He seems like it.
Yeah. I didn't know while I was researching that there's like a big feud between Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone for the longest time.
Really?
Yeah. And it seemed like Sylvester Stallone was kind of the instigator because like there was like a big beef between the two, and they would like do kind of competing movies, and they would always talk crap about each other.
He seems like an asshole.
Yeah, Stallone does, yeah.
He comes off like he'd be an ass.
Yeah, and from what I read, it seemed like Schwarzenegger was trying to be the one that would like try to mend it, but never. But I think it eventually did because like I think they're friends now.
Oh, good.
Frenemies, I don't know. They're buddies now.
Well, they were in Expendables together.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Like so I think they're cool now.
They were on the A-team.
They were.
Were they?
I don't know.
No.
Zach loves the 18.
Do you like the 18, Zach? You like Mr. T?
Zach was
Mr.
just
T.
feeling a little left out.
A little left out.
Top 10
Speak up.
non-A-team member characters from A-team.
Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay. The characters have very strange names.
Yeah, really, really strange ones. And then
The rest of the gang.
yeah.
The rest of the crew.
7
The
of
B team.
Octomom's children.
So Horizon's good.
Good.
Been playing Zelda as well. Getting back into little Zelda. Is that Mark Followell?
Yeah. Oh, he's trying to come in here.
Is he?
No, thank you.
Don't come in here, Mark. No, Mark. Look, we have too many people in here. You can't come on. I know you want to. No, sorry, Mark.
Give me your Mark Followill.
Well, I can't do Mark. He has such a deep, great voice. I can't do it.
He has the voice of a lumberjack and the body of like a grad student.
He does. I look so young.
I know.
Looks so young.
Weird.
He's so young. So handsome, that Mark.
Remember Dallas, who was up here, the promotions girl?
Mm-hmm.
She was in love.
Really?
She said he was the foxiest guy she'd ever seen.
Pretty foxy.
He's kind of a hunk.
He's kind of a hunk.
Yeah.
Kind of a hunk.
Kind of a hunk.
Got the rasp. Got that D voice.
Yeah, kind of. Oh, see, Zach thinks he's kind of hunk.
Kind of hunk. Kind of hunk. Yeah. Yeah.
When did he decide to go with the perma scruff? And why is Fox Sports cool with that?
Because he just looks so good. And
He
he
looks
looks
like
like
Fox.
a fucking nerd without it. Yeah, it looks good. I'm looking at him right now.
Like it looks fine out of context, but to see a man in a suit constantly with just like
he's got to find
patches.
some way to make himself look a little older.
Yeah.
He looks so young. He looks like a baby.
It looks like, I won't say it. That bit's over. I almost said Boss Baby.
Hey, you guys,
said it.
Oh.
you know who's seen Boss Baby?
You?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. How'd you?
All
I
right.
hear. You know what? I
give
hear
us a
it
spill.
wasn't that horrible.
Yeah, and then I also heard that when someone said it wasn't that horrible, another person who may or may not be in this room responded, "Fuck you."
Did you see the Google users rating?
No, I
It had
didn't.
like, it was like Rotten Tomatoes 46, IMDb 5.6, Google users was like 92.
Because it gives the people what they
It
want,
does.
Exactly.
which is
Alec Baldwin.
Alec
He's
Bal-
the biggest thing right now.
Oh my God, he's
such
so
a good
hot.
guy too. He's such a nice man, Alec Baldwin.
Yeah,
You know, he just did all those horrible things to his daughter.
Yes.
He's just the nicest guy.
sick of all these kids not being called pigs.
Yeah.
Wait, what did he do to his daughter? I didn't hear about that.
He left a voicemail for her because she like wasn't answering his phone calls for whatever reason.
Called her a pig.
And yeah, he called her a little piggy or something like that.
A little pig.
That's my thing with Alec Baldwin.
But
I mean,
his
everyone's
voice.
all on his dick now because he pretends to be Trump. But it's like he's kind of a shithead too. He's kind of a shitty person.
Yeah, but
too.
don't you need a shithead to play a shithead?
Yeah, that might be true.
Well, but like he's also being a shithead about the Trump thing because there was like
Yeah.
a small movement to get the dude from Trump versus Bernie. If you ever
I
saw
think
that
I saw that
or whatever,
maybe.
but like there was like a small movement to get him to do it on SNL because
I wanna
like Alec Baldwin, is he going to do it
No,
permanently?
yeah.
Like this 4 years?
I don't think
for-
his Trump's that great either.
I don't think so. He does this like little subtle thing with
Yeah.
his lips
Like,
where he makes it look, oh, wow, but it's just so subtle. That's my favorite thing about it.
I don't
Yeah.
like him as Trump.
No, it's
I
not
think
good.
it's just not that funny.
And-
I don't think the whole thing's that funny because I think, you know, and it's maybe just because I work it, but I think Gordon's Trump is really funny because
really good.
it goes overboard. I
Right.
think that's the thing is, like, Alec Baldwin's Trump is so spot on that it's not funny, you know? Like, it's like, I'm going to say everything that he just said in the press conference, okay? And it's like, okay, that's what he said. You're not doing anything new. You're just repeating what Trump said, which is hilarious, but we already get that from Trump. We don't need someone else to spew it, you know?
It's hard to make a caricature of someone who's already
Yeah, really.
a caricature.
But that's why, like, Gordon's is so funny because it's like, okay, here's the one over there. Okay, you are a loser. Okay, and you go home, you jerk off to your C-SPAN. Okay, you know, just like random stuff like that. I don't know.
Well, they got to keep it clean for TV. You got to.
Yeah.
It's those execs, those network
Execs.
execs coming in and saying no jokes.
No jokes.
Yeah, because they're Trump slaves. You know?
They are
the
Trump
airwaves.
slaves.
Exactly.
Gotta keep it G.
Gotta keep it PG.
Yeah.
PG ratings.
So what have you
Why
been playing,
seven?
Trey?
We just where are we even? I said I was so I was watching a bunch of action movies, but I finally got back onto playing some Zelda
Mhm.
and some Horizon Zero Dawn. I actually played Skyrim. I platinumed it over winter break.
What does that
Or
mean?
winter break. Got the platinum trophy on PlayStation.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, it's a dumb PlayStation thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, it's fun, man. But I think they're. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's a fun game, but I mean, I don't know what you really play usually. So.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of intimidating to know that there's like hundreds of hours in front of me.
Yeah, but I mean, you can always sort of just do story stuff, and the story stuff is pretty quick. You can finish that like the story stuff in a pretty short amount of time.
Adam plays a lot of Leisure Suit Larry all day. that's kind of gets in the way.
Yeah, and also I got the remastered
Leisure Suit Larry.
version.
Yeah.
I got Leisure Suit Larry remastered, and it is great. No, Skyrim remastered still looks very much 360.
Yeah,
Yeah, but everything glows.
Yeah.
So everything's got like a haze on it.
and I think the music's kind of repetitive. I mean, it's great at first, but then like, you hear that same song over and over.
Well, if you leave like to a new area, and yeah, Zach is really good at the song.
He's great. That sounds. It sounds just like the game.
I thought you were getting ready to barf for a second.
All right.
For the king.
The lyric is Dovahkiin.
Dovahkiin.
Novocaine.
Novocaine.
Novocaine los Varin. That's the only lyric I know.
Mm.
It's in
So, do you
dragon
prefer Fallout or Skyrim, or Elder Scrolls or Fallout?
It's tough. I feel like they're like completely two different experiences. I mean, well, in the sense they're like the same thing, but it's just they're very like different in the sense.
I think that's maybe what the question is. What setting do you like more?
I'd probably say just like I like playing with magic, man.
Yeah.
I like
magic.
I like it.
I never do any of that shit. I'm all just like steel and brawn. Every time I do an RPG, I'm all weapons. And...
I usually do. I'll do magic in one hand and a sword in another hand.
I'm just all magic.
All magic.
I just want to feel all.
I like going to wizard school in that game. I felt like Harry Potter going to wizard school.
Yeah.
You want to know some news? Since we're gonna just jump around on this podcast, appreciate you guys listening to this podcast.
Yeah,
it's like kind of catching up.
Thanks, you guys.
So. They announced that
is this Project Scorpio?
Young Pope is going to play Young Dumbledore.
Oh, yeah, we saw that.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So we got to watch Young Pope now and then watch this because it's obviously a sequel.
What other child roles is he going to play?
I don't know.
Hung Pope.
Young Pope.
Hung Pope.
Hung Pope.
Hungbuldor? That didn't work.
Dumbledore. Yeah, young Dumbledore. And, Dumbledore was, fancied the wizards. As they said.
He's gay, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Is that a problem with you, Trey?
No, I thought that was actually a pretty cool little twist they put in that.
Oh, wait, you're just pushing your liberal agenda on us?
No, but so Dumbledore's going to be in the new Fantastic Breasts and Where to Find Them.
That's cool. I think that's pretty cool.
Do you like Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them?
I haven't seen it. I was going to see it, and then Adam saw it and gave it a review.
Gave it an review?
It was very underwhelming for me. J.K. Rowling, not a good screenwriter.
Really?
Like, she has characters that have, like, nothing that really do with anything, and his whole thing is, like, he collects beasts that he loses.
And where to find them.
Yeah, he's got to figure out where to find them. And then they, like, don't really help in the final battle.
Yeah.
Which is, like, okay, so you're kind of building to something that doesn't have anything. I'm using this to kind of launch into a TC's movie podcast. I just really want him to listen to this and get a hold of my hot movie takes.
Doesn't do the movie podcast anymore. It's his wife, Megan. Yeah.
Oh. Also, TC would have to listen to this garbage to hear that.
Adam, we could do a movie podcast together.
Yeah,
I'm down.
I watch a movie a week.
Okay.
Whoa.
Whether it's good or not.
Let's do it. Let's do Trey and Adam's movie podcast on our new podcast network.
Well,
we'll work on the title. But
okay.
What about this? The main character from Fantastic Beasts, his grandson married Luna Lovegood. Just a little fun fact for you.
Isn't that guy like 21?
No,
the main character?
In the book. No,
the
movie took place in like the 40s, right? That's why Dumbledore's in the next one because the whole thing was Dumbledore and Grindelwald, like they were like buddies, and they and the whole what was it the
like World War II?
Yeah, like he was supposed to be like Hitler,
War,
like Grindelwald. It was like Wizard Hitler, and he took him down, something like that, right?
Yeah. Basically.
And
guess what?
Wizard
it's
Hitler.
Johnny Depp.
Oh, Reese Grindelwald?
I think it's Grindelwald.
Yeah,
Grindelwald?
Grindelwald. Yeah,
God.
He's is he
F that?
What's his name? Who was in True Detective season 2?
Colin
Farrell was in it, and then
I don't like Colin Farrell.
They
his
reveal him for some reason. They don't believe he's bad, which is another thing.
Wait, is he Grindelwald in the first one?
He is, but he works at the Ministry of Magic or whatever it is in America, because it's not the Ministry of Magic.
It's like the United Congress.
It's all
Magic?
different. Yeah, it's something weird. And then it magically becomes Johnny Depp at the end.
Like they're like the same age. I get going from like Michael B. Jordan to Sam Jackson or something, but
that's weird.
Two guys who are both in their 50s.
Yeah,
that's weird.
That's really weird. It's a whole weird deal. I didn't like did you like the movies, the Harry Potter movies? Did you read the books?
Yeah,
Okay.
I read them all, and the movies are hit and miss.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. I've never been a big fan of the movies.
First one was just steaming garbage.
No, I thought, looking back, I think the first two actually were all right for what they were. They're kind of more for kids. The third one was great, I thought.
Awesome.
And I think 4 through 8 were forgettable.
I liked 6. I thought 6 was good.
6 was an interesting book because it was kind of just backstory. There wasn't much in the book but backstory. I thought it was sort of, I don't know, I thought it was a little... They're trying, I think, too hard, or she was. I don't know. It was kind of one of the lower ones for me, the 6th one.
I feel like all the books got progressively worse after 4.
After 4?
I feel like J.K. Rowling really good at world building
Mm-hmm.
and not as good at writing action, which is basically all the books are.
Yeah.
They're great through 4.
4 might be my favorite.
It
It might be controversial.
I wouldn't
Statement.
disagree with that.
Do you read the book, Zach?
I started reading 4 when it came out.
Man, the middle one.
I was like, I saw the movies.
Just jump right into it.
My dad was like, I'll give you $50 if you finish this. And then I would just like skip a few chapters.
Oh, no.
And then like be like, hey, Dad. But I didn't even like commit to that. I just like put it down and never got to $50.
You never got your $50, so it's still sitting there?
But you know what I did do? I played Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for Game Boy Advance.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
I played that too. I played that in the GameCube one.
I played it on
Or the
GameCube.
PS4 one or whatever.
Yeah.
It was like Sorcerer's Stone.
On PS4?
PS2.
Oh, wow.
The worst video game I've ever played is a Harry Potter game.
Which one?
Actually,
Not
it was called. I think it was called Quidditch World Cup.
It's supposed to be the good one.
There's so much potential for Quidditch video
That'd
game.
be so sick.
And so it was like, so it was like playing Quidditch. I play sports games, Trey. Get over it.
I know.
Even Wizard sports games.
Wizard
He
sports.
just likes
And-
magic like I do.
Yeah, and stealing the ball was so easy. You could just steal the quaffle and then score like unlimited points. The snitch didn't matter because I'd be up by 400, even on the highest setting, and it was a real wreck of a game.
Well, Quidditch itself is not set up very well.
No.
Like the point of like you can catch the snitch and make yourself lose the game. Like there comes a point to where because if you're down by more than 150, like you want to not do your job if you're the seeker. It's weird. It's dumb. I don't like it.
You don't like one bit.
No.
Or what were we even talking about?
Project Scorp.
Oh yeah, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, wasn't there some news?
Hold on
this
1
week?
second. Snake Pass. I played that a little bit on the Switch. I think it's on everything, but
What's that?
Yeah.
it's this game. It looks like because Ukulele just came out this week,
Yeah, it
That
has
was,
that.
and I hear it wasn't that great. Ukulele, it's Banjo Kazooie.
I really wanted to play it, but I did heard some.
Yeah,
some,
but
mixed
Snake
reviews about it.
Pass has that kind of look, that Banjo look.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 3D collectathon kind of game, but you're a snake, and it's like a puzzle game more than anything because you have to like wrap yourself around like a branch and then try to get the collectible thing, then wrap
and
off.
then,
And it's pretty challenging. It's really fun. It's a really mellow kind of game.
on
You can get
Switch?
it-
It's
you
not
get on the Switch.
too kiddish or anything like that.
I'm
That's what
sorry?
I was scared of, like
It's-
it being like too easy, like puzzle.
No, it's pretty tough.
Oh,
It's
okay.
pretty challenging.
Is this like an indie game? It's like $20?
Yeah,
Indie
it's
game,
like
$20
$20
Okay,
on the
cool.
Switch.
I was thinking about getting snipper clips. I downloaded
I
the
hear
demo,
that's-
and that was pretty fun. It's
Mhm.
pretty innovative.
Yeah, I would get that Snake Pass. And now I know we just had a Nintendo Direct, and they revealed, and we don't have to get too much into it, but
that dumb Pikmin game.
yeah. Well, they said it was mainly going to be about ARMS and Splatoon, which
There was a lot about ARMS, but that presentation was like so. The announcer was so corny.
Yeah.
It was, whoa, we have this guy coming in with these stretchy arms. Whoa! And it was ridiculous. I couldn't stand listening.
Yeah.
I put it on mute. Just watch the cool arms flying around. That was about it.
yeah, and most Nintendo press conferences are pretty kind of corny.
You got to take the Japanese culture, then translate it into English, and then take that garbled translation to an American audience, and it's weird.
They do hit a lot though. Like I think the Nintendo Directs for E3 have usually been pretty good.
I think Reggie's great.
Yeah,
Like,
Reggie
anytime
and-
Reggie's out there,
Reggie and
Oh.
Miyamoto is always
Mhm.
doing crazy shenanigans.
Yeah.
and
You guys liked the last E3 Nintendo Direct though? Like I hated it.
with the puppets.
Was that one with
the
the
Switch
puppets?
reveal or the E3?
The E3. It wasn't Switch because they only did what was it? Only
Zelda?
Pokemon.
Oh.
And
Oh,
Zelda.
that's right.
yeah,
and
yeah,
it was
yeah.
just for hours, just
Yeah.
repetitive.
From my thing with it, I think it's just the product of Nintendo, what they are as a company. I feel like if I don't see 3 games I'm really interested in, I'm out.
Yeah.
Just because it's like, And I think that's just because they don't have the luxury of having, a big company coming up and presenting their awesome game, because there's not any third-party companies that really want to work with them.
Just Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a pain in the ass to, like, do anything.
Yeah, and so it's like, okay, great, Mario Odyssey this year. All right, I want to see Mario Odyssey, but I also want to see, I want to see a Metroid. I want to see a Pikmin. I want to see Animal Crossing. I want to see...
They just don't listen to their
no,
audience.
yeah, they really don't. And they try to be innovative, but there comes a point where, innovation can only go so far. You got to listen to what the people want.
Well, that's what happened with the Wii U. They didn't listen to
It's just a novelty. That's it. Like, it's like, well, this is cool for a little while, and then this is going to be pretty boring.
Yeah. There was a interesting video a few years ago. It was the game theorist, Matt Pat. I don't know if you guys watch any of that. I used to. I don't really do that anymore.
I don't watch YouTube. I only watch BBC
Porn.
America.
Right. But he was talking about how people, they say they want innovation, but in reality they don't. They just want the same stuff kind of handed. So I think you need to have a mixture of both. Like Horizon, kind of as an example, where it was an innovative story and gameplay, but I mean it was an open world, game where you craft. And
was it like super different? Because I really wanted to play it, but I didn't have a PS4, and I just didn't.
Horizon's great. It's a really good game, but it's what I'm saying is you need to have innovation and familiarity. I think,
sure.
It can't just be 100% innovative. I mean, it can, but
there's a good story writing quote, and it says, "Give the audience exactly what they want in a way they'd never expect."
Yeah,
and I think Nintendo goes too far sometimes with the second part of that.
I think the Switch nailed it.
Yeah,
for the most part.
I think that's what they were aiming for with the Wii U and didn't quite get it.
I don't I think the Switch would not be what it is today if the Wii U didn't fail, though. Like I do believe that the Wii U served a purpose.
Sure.
It just wasn't.
Yeah.
It may not have been what they wanted.
Yeah.
But it was just like, oh, this is portable, but not really. This is awkward. I don't know. It's just like one guy can use the screen, no one else can.
You can take it around your house if you're in 15 feet of the console.
Oh, and all those games you bought on Virtual Console, you got to buy it again. Yeah.
I think once the
I don't know, man.
full-fledged online thing comes out, I think that their
online thing is shit too.
Well, it's not out yet,
but
completely.
it's like, well,
it's more of an alpha than a beta.
Yeah.
I mean, the only game I could see playing online is Mario Kart.
Because they did announce the other day that your purchases will be tied to your Nintendo account, not a console. So that's
That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so Project Scorp, they
drop? I made sure not to read this news so you could drop it on me.
I listened to some podcasts to explain it better.
Give me all the
specs. Have all the specs.
Yeah.
Here we go. No, this isn't it.
Adam, how excited are you for Project Scorp?
About as excited as I am for actual Scorps.
Adam's
Not at all.
Terrified of Scorps. I put a box of Scorps in his room the other day. Fucking lost it. Trey's looking at Project Scorp.
Yeah, all right.
Anyway, it's the new Xbox thing. It's codename Project Scorp.
No, I'm aware of the existence of Project Scorps. It's like I don't know. It looks like a Raspberry Pi, right? Is it?
I haven't seen anything. I just like talking about Project Scorp.
I think they just show what the inside looks like.
Uh-huh.
It's essentially
you haven't seen the actual box yet.
Yeah,
right.
Essentially, it's really just going to be something that can compete with computers and with
PS4
consoles
Pro
as well.
Yeah, Zach and I were talking about this yesterday. Is it going to be is it a full-fledged new console generation for Microsoft, or is it a half step?
I think it's a half step because
it's like PS4 Pro.
Yeah, well, here's the specs. It says CPU. I think this is the actual. Yeah, these are the CPU 8 custom x86 cores, GPU 6 teraflops. Gotta get them flops.
That's a lot.
How many turborators?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that. RAM 16 gigabytes GDDR5, memory bandwidth 326 gigabytes, vapor chamber cooling, bros. Got to get that vape on, and
put different flavors in your Xbox
and 1 terabyte hard drive. I don't know what any of that shit means.
Well, I mean that sounds like a pretty big system, at least from
what I heard
size
from a podcast that knows a lot more about this kind of stuff than I do.
Are you talking about Super GameCast 64?
Yeah, that is that. It's actually Giant Beastcast. They were saying that the PlayStation 4 Pro crawls to 4K. This one can walk to 4K.
Oh, what does that mean?
Just it's a little better, and it's a little more powerful than the PS4 Pro.
But isn't going to be like pretty modular, as in like customizable, like a PC? So
I don't know about that.
That's what I heard from like E3 and like other press conferences and stuff. It's like, all right, so you know how you can upgrade your computer. So instead of like buying a whole new system every I don't know, like half a decade, then you can just add more stuff to your Xbox, and that's kind of like the new console, but like it's just capable of more. But you may need to have like a just more upgraded console to be able to play like certain like AAA games.
So it's like a console for people that use Linux.
Yeah. It just sounds like a paywall in front of certain games, and I don't like
I don't think they're doing that. I know the PlayStation 4 Pro is not doing that.
That's good.
And I don't think Xbox will do that. I think it's weird that Xbox is going to do this, mainly because a lot of their focus is on PC, Microsoft in general.
They've been trying to bridge those two worlds for like 6 or 7 years now, and like it's not going to happen.
And also just the fact that, I mean, you know, I don't know. I guess if you have an Xbox and you want to you want to get the that's what you play games on. You want to get the more prettier one with the 4K. I mean, it's the problem with the PS4 Pro is unless you have a 4K TV, what's the point? I think this one might actually. I heard also that it will improve like games that you can that are backwards compatible. So like you can play Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, that's cool.
On here, you know, at a higher setting. And have you played that at all? I got you that for Christmas.
Yeah, I've played the first level. No, it's in the. You know, I can't play more than one game at a time.
I do so many good things, and he just throws them out.
I mean, it's getting use, just not in the Xbox.
It does nothing.
It's a really good coaster.
Yeah.
Wow.
I carved made the hole a little bigger in there.
Yeah.
I
all right.
use it.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys feel about like Apple trying to get into gaming? As you know, like Nintendo is kind of doing its thing where it is basically accepting that mobile gaming is at least part of the future, and as Apple, I feel like they've talked about it a bunch, and like as far as execution goes, not as much.
There's always been like I remember even in high school it was like Apple's gonna come out with a new game console. It's like what? Like
right.
You hear these rumors and it just never happens.
Yeah, it's like always with the Apple TV.
You hear that with
and
Amazon too,
Yeah.
And like Steam did it. I mean, like, sort of. They made the Steam Link. I guess that counts. And then Nvidia has
Steam
the
Machine,
the Shield. I feel like you got to start with software. Like Apple's can be like, yeah, we're gonna make this video game console, and then like if no third-party companies want to play,
and you don't have a killer app. You don't have a Halo or a Mario or.
So if they set up a game studio under Apple, that might work.
Well,
for now,
I think the appeal would be that they have everything that's in the App Store. You know, Angry Birds, Temple Run, the hits, and then if there's gonna have it a way where you can play both on a full TV through an Apple TV or you know on your phone. I mean, I think that's the general appeal. It's basically wanting to be the Switch without having to buy the system because you already have the phone.
Yeah, but they don't. You know, the quality of games are a lot lower on the phone than the Switch.
Right. Yeah, if you want to play a Skyrim-esque game that'll run on the Apple console, it probably won't move to your phone. Your phone probably won't be able to keep up with something like that. So I feel like all they'd be making is just a big screen mobile,
just a mid-level.
Runner. Yeah,
but you know, kids would buy that, and especially parents who will buy that for their kids, so they shut up and just play their little games.
Credit card's already on the Apple account.
That's true.
I know my mommy's password.
Is that how it worked at your house, Trey?
Yeah.
You just complain a little bit, and they buy you expensive electronics.
Buy me expensive electronics, or I'll complain even more.
We didn't get to eat that week if I wanted a new video game. I told them, no, I'm doing a podcast, and I'm going to make $1 million.
Mama, I need a Banjo-Kazooie.
I need me a banjo, Mom.
She was like, okay, no spaghetti this week, and then...
and no spaghetti.
I said, that's fine. I'll tighten my belt, and I'll play Banjo-Kazooie.
Now you're Irish. Now you're Irish.
I'll play Banjo-Kazooie.
Hello, Trey, your mother is here looking to make a a new Halo.
Oh, thank you for the Halo. I appreciate that in my cold igloo.
You know, Zach actually went to Russia.
You went to Russia?
He just got back.
Hey,
Yep.
did you see my best friend Vladimir Putin there? How was it? How was Russia?
He was old Poots was just ripped, just
Ripped?
shirt off.
Was he just running a
just-
bear?
yeah.
Shirt off?
Just shirt off, middle
Old
street,
Poots.
negative 25 degrees Celsius.
What's the Russian gaming scene like?
In the Russia, the
Have you guys
games
gotten
play
Hubert
you.
yet?
Hubert,
Yeah, it's
And
Cuba
Tetris.
arrived.
over there. It's really just all Tetris.
Pong.
Yeah, just a good old. Dindy. Their knockoff Super Nintendo.
Dendy.
Yeah, it's from China. So China, like, basically Nintendo wasn't at all, like, they didn't have a market in Russia back whenever Super Nintendo came out. So China was like, all right, we're going to make this knockoff console and just sell it strictly to Russians. I had a friend who was just like, yeah, I got some new Dindy games today. I'm like, what the hell is a Dindy? Like, I was like, I know my video games, I feel like. And they're like, you don't know what a Dindy is?
Super Zario Brothers.
It's a Super Zario Brothers, the Communist Edition.
We played Pokemon on our Dindy. What the hell
We
is
played
that?
Pokemon, but everyone had to share the Pokemon equally.
The government distributes one Pokemon to every player.
Fucking fascists.
Yeah.
Right? Fascists.
Well, no, communism's far left. Fascism is
communism.
far right.
I'm sorry.
On your
Communists.
ideology. Well,
Sorry.
communism's not an ideology. That's an economic theory. Sorry, Trey. Getting a little complex for you here.
Economics, bro, you know. Governments.
All I know is give money, get weed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is going to be a good podcast.
Economic theory I need.
It's a good podcast already.
420 friendly podcast.
Yeah, this is 420
Oh,
friendly.
we missed 420.
We did.
Kirk love. I get you two mixed up all the time.
Uh-oh.
Kirk loves to send a Snapchat every day at 420. It's hilarious.
Sounds hilarious. So, yeah, we talked about that. The Star Wars Battlefront trailer came out today, this morning.
Talking about the Last Jedi trailer.
The Last Jedi trailer came out yesterday, and the Battlefront 2 trailer came out today.
Is this going to be a garbage game again?
It's looks like it's pretty cool. I mean, it has a story, and I think you play as the Empire.
Because that game was
Story.
edging for hours, and then you just kind of have to go to work.
You play There's a story. I guess they fixed a lot of the vehicles and hero stuff. You can play all three eras, so you can play as Darth Maul, the best thing about Phantom Pain.
I play as
Not Phantom
Watto.
Pain. Huh?
What?
Yeah,
Phantom Pain.
That's
No,
Metal
Watto
Gear-
is the best part of Phantom Pain. You're right. Yeah.
Phantom Pain is Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah,
right?
Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom
Can I
Menace.
play as Watto?
You play as Watto in Metal Gear Solid 5. Yeah.
That's all I want to know.
You
is
can
if
play
when
as
I'm
Watto.
playing Metal Gear Solid.
Hey,
You want to play Chance Cube?
It's a me, a bigger boss.
Can we talk about the chance cube again for a second? Why didn't he
is
just
this
flip a
chance
coin? It's got 6 sides. 3 sides are red, 3 sides are blue. You might as well just flip a
He's
blue
walking
red
around.
coin.
He has the Chance Cube in his little tiny leather vest, his distressed leather vest.
Very anti-Semitic hat on.
and and he's got to roll the dice because he has it.
I guess you got to roll that chance cube.
Gotta roll that chance key, bro. Pod racing, bro. You can
Now
pod
this
racing
is
VR.
pod racing.
Now this is pod racing.
Do we have a new pod racing game?
We should get pod racing VR. I want to get that.
That would be pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
How has Fast and Furious arcade games continued, but that pod racing one is gone from
Because of
everywhere?
the stigma of the movie, even though that was the best thing about the movie.
Jake,
that
what-
movie is not that bad. You got Watto, you got Greedo, you got Phantom Pains, you got all this stuff, man.
Trey, I watched it about a year ago. It's that bad.
You got Darth Maul,
Darth Maul is the worst
you
character.
got Qui-Gon Jinn.
All
Okay,
right,
Qui-Gon
let's
Jinn is the
talk a
worst
little bit
character.
about why Qui-Gon Jinn would be good.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
He
Go ahead.
he won at the very beginning. The negotiations were short, and Obi-Wan's like, I have a bad feeling about this. Qui-Gon says, I don't sense anything. He's not worried at all. Then he's like gambling on Anakin at the pod race
on human life.
because he is unable to Jedi mind trick Watto, who is immune because
He's a super genius, obviously.
right. Yeah. He dies in his Well, I guess it's not his first fight because he fights the droids, which can be killed by Jar Jar stumbling around on grass. Qui-Gon's the worst.
He's not a Jedi. I don't think he's... Name one time when he exhibits any Jedi abilities. The Chance Cube falls over.
Right.
He doesn't influence it at all. He just pretends. He can't get Watto to listen to him. He doesn't do anything.
He is directly responsible for the deaths of every Jedi in the world.
I've heard this argument from you, I think.
Yeah, we talked about it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. We do a lot of rehashing on this podcast.
We have nothing.
We got nothing, man.
Just Qui-Gon hate.
You know what? I'm all right with Obi. I'm all right with Obi-Wan. You know,
he was fine.
His
character was fine.
It wasn't there are parts of that movie that weren't as bad as people remember.
Third one, not bad.
Second one was trash.
Second one, nothing even happened. Although the long neck people island was cool.
And sand.
You're referring to episode 2, the second one? Or okay.
Yeah.
No, Empire Strikes Back is trash. Trash movie. Horrible.
Yeah, I like in the second one getting like George Lucas's perspective on what it takes to make a girl fall in love with you, which is
you should
just like scream at her and like want it enough.
That's probably what happened with his marriage. I don't know. You think he keeps children in that little sack he has on his neck?
Oh. Every night he lays a clutch of eggs from that
births
that
it like a spider.
And Spielberg comes by and fertilizes the clutch.
You know what I kind of enjoy about Battlefront, the original one, was that you couldn't be like a Jedi, essentially. And then they came out with a new one, and it's like, oh, if you get a kill streak, then you can be Darth Vader. And I don't I kind of dig the other aspects of the world. I feel this way about the movies as well, where it's just like, you don't have to make everything like with these characters that you know and love. It's like there's a lot of like
there's a good world out
other stuff that you can do where you're like what is it about a stormtrooper that makes things
but you know that's you talking as I don't know you that well, but I mean you're probably a huge Star Wars fan, right? But the dude who brings his Bob Stern bringing his kid there doesn't know about the extended universe of Star Wars, so they just want to see Star Wars. They want to see lightsabers and Jedi,
Yeah, getting to play as Darth Vader, it's like getting to play as Hitler in Call of Duty, and you can like.
It wouldn't be bad.
I know. Are there any
you need to mark
games
that out.
where you can play as Hitler?
I'm sure there's some games to play as Hitler.
Oh, yeah.
You could kill,
but they're
Hitler,
not legal.
You could kill a Hitler like monster in the original Doom. I remember.
That's Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sure there are games out there where you can play as Hitler.
Like Civ,
but they're
they'll never
deep
have
internet kind of games.
Illegal games.
Yeah.
You think it wouldn't be illegal to make a game where you can play as
like
Hitler?
white supremacist games and stuff?
It's not illegal though.
I don't know. It could be considered hate speech, right?
I think
not if you're hate speech is only if you're directly threatening somebody.
I think Apple deleted some game from the App Store because it was some sort of white supremacist game.
Yeah.
But like
they also deleted a World War. They also deleted a Civil War game because it had a Confederate flag on it.
Oh yeah,
which is stupid.
Like if Civilization added Hitler as like if they had like an expansion pack
right.
where it was
Hitler
like
expansion pack.
Well, if it's like his Civ 6 baddies or something, and you could play as like Mussolini, Hitler.
You could play as
keeps your population down.
Yeah. But you could choose to be Hitler and be good. You
could be a good Hitler.
Yeah.
I think
you just become an artist.
Yeah.
And just draw.
His special wonder is
yes.
Auschwitz.
Oh God.
Oh boy. Yikes.
Germany can construct the special district concentration camp. It drains populations from nearby civs. Get on that, Firaxis.
Get on that. Get on that. It's going to make millions. All right?
Billions dead.
Billions. That's 6 million people, man. Way to go.
Sorry.
Anyway, Star Wars. Did you watch the new trailer?
Yeah, I did.
What did you guys think of the
boring?
The new trailer.
It was really
so
boring.
I didn't watch it.
You're so boring?
No, I liked it.
Boring?
It's fine. I mean, I don't know.
It's a teaser.
It was a teaser, yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot
we really
to sink
didn't
your
get
teeth into.
We really didn't get much in the first teaser that came out, but it was just the first one so long that I think everyone dug it.
Well, there was that black stormtrooper.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Not like mine in my childhood, which were vaguely brown.
Yeah, what is Jimmy Smits, right? He was
he was Organa. He was Leia's dad.
Who played
I don't remember. Bobby Fett.
Jango Fett.
I don't remember. But
now I gotta look it up.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just like racially ambiguous.
How do you feel about Poe? Because I felt
he could be completely eliminated in the movie. It'd be the
yeah. Because I feel like he was made to like set up a spinoff, and then he's back in this one like he was important or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm
character.
thinking back. I can't really figure. Well, he's not white.
What is he? He's Spanish, right?
Yeah,
right,
he's Spanish. He's
Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac. He's a Spaniard. I mean, I like the actor. I thought he was good,
Yeah.
but
I don't disagree that he wasn't
saying.
good. I do like that he undercuts Kylo Ren in his very first scene. It's just like he walks in, he's supposed to be big and bad, and he's just like, so do I talk or you? And he's like, oh, I suck.
It's sort of like the argument, though, Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. Indiana Jones really doesn't play any part in that whole movie. He has no impact on how that movie ends.
Right, because they would have opened the thing and all died anyway.
Yeah, so he's just kind of there for the ride in a way. He has no kind of impact in that movie.
Temuera Morrison is who played Jango.
Okay, what else? What else has he been in?
Let's find out.
Was he in the movie Django?
Yeah, he's in Django.
He also starred as Jango Fett in one of the video games.
So he's got range.
He's in Moana. Oh, he was in Revenge of the Sith.
Oh.
You mean Mona?
Who?
Mona.
No, the movie's called Moana, Zach. Okay. I think it's offensive that you would just sully an entire group of people like that.
All right.
Yeah, Zach's been pretty offensive today.
Yeah. Talking about just, I think Hitler should be in Civilization.
Yeah, that was pretty crass that he said that.
Here we go. Filmography. 1972. Rangi's Catch. He played Rangi. Rangi. Oh, he was the voice of Boba Fett in Empire Strikes Back.
Wait, so
the worst Star Wars movie.
I guess 25 years later.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Uncredited, replaced Jason Wingreen in 2004 DVD release.
George Lucas.
Don't know any of these
Tampering.
movies.
I can't wait till we get Jango Fett or Boba Fett's backstory.
He was in Speed 2.
It's the whole backstory. We actually got that in the prequels, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And they're still going to make a movie about it, I guess. Of
you know what? I heard an
bouncing.
idea. I don't know if this is anything concrete, but I heard an idea where it's like, so we see Boba Fett from the prequels, and then he gets shot down by like an anonymous, what is Boba Fett? I'm sorry,
Bounty hunter?
Bounty hunter.
Oh yeah.
And he gets shot down by an anonymous bounty hunter. He takes Boba Fett's stuff, and he gets the name, and then he becomes Boba Fett. So it's like you kind of take all that away, and now it's a different guy. Because like that's the same thing with the Han Solo backstory. Like I don't need to know where Han Solo came from. I think it ruins the character if he has a mentor. You know, I
think that movie's going to be fun as hell.
Yeah. I'm worried about it though because I think some characters don't need backstories. I think the fun of some characters is just you don't know what happened. You just got to imagine it.
I would agree, but I also don't think that Lord and Miller have made a bad movie yet, and I would trust them.
What have they done?
You said you hated Lego Batman.
Well, Lego Batman wasn't them. They did the Lego movie. They did the Jump Street reboots.
Okay, I got pure confidence now
because those
Earth.
They did. Yeah, they were the producers behind Last Man on Earth.
I didn't see. I need to see 22 Jump Street. 21 Jump Street might have been like my favorite surprise comedy in the long. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, I had no hopes for that.
Yeah,
and then I saw it. And I was
like, holy
okay,
crap, this is good. Yeah. So okay, if that's them, then I have confidence.
And they did that with Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill.
Channing Tatum. It's like I didn't know Channing Tatum could be funny.
Yeah,
you know?
And so now you give them some random Brit boy and Donald Glover.
Yeah.
I think that has the opportunity to be.
They also did Clone High. Did you ever watch Clone High?
No.
Good show.
Sounded like a dumb Cartoon Network show for Edge Boys.
It was a dumb MTV cartoon for Edge Boys.
Was he an Edge Boy when he was younger?
I don't know.
Yeah, he is an Edge Boy. #1 Blink-182 fan.
Yeah.
What's an Edge Boy?
Or Janko jeans.
Yeah, I had a lot of Junko.
Hell yeah.
My Junkos were so wide I could fit like
They got the Frankenstein on the back pocket or the flame head.
Yeah, I had the whole set.
Yeah.
Collected them all the Jinkos.
But that crazy clown.
Down with the clown?
No. My mom wouldn't let me get. She said
Ooh.
too inappropriate.
Too satanic for you.
Yeah.
But the Battlefront game looks cool. There's a single player and multiplayer. It goes through all three eras. Should be fun.
Never
I don't know
even
if you even played it.
Never
Any of
played
them?
it. No.
I got the one that came out 2 years ago. I didn't play much of it. I kind of want to sell or give it away.
It looks really good.
It looks
it's
fun.
a pretty
Yeah.
game.
I just feel like there's no replay value for it.
No, I mean there's multiplayer. Like that's the main thing is it's the multiplayer. But I mean if you're not a multiplayer guy, then I'm not really
burn out on
Yeah.
multiplayer like shooters and stuff. It's
Yeah.
literally just the same stuff over and over again.
And there seems to be like a whole lot of these games coming out where like these multiplayer games that are like almost like almost like MOBAs, but they're like shooters, like
Overwatch.
the Division, Overwatch.
Oh yeah.
They got Battlefront. They had then you have all like Titanfall, all your first person shooters. It just seems like it's too much. How do you keep making these games? Do you have audiences for all these games?
We just need one video game a year that everyone
Yes.
can play. The next year we get a new.
I wouldn't mind if they just took a year off.
Put it
I'll
on the
make
Dende.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got my Dende boy, and I can walk.
You know what?
around.
I think movies and video games need to take a year off and just recoup. Okay, what are we gonna do? What we got? Just have a year.
Just take a breather.
Yeah.
We don't need to watch anything next year.
No.
I'll go outside for a little bit.
Yeah.
Come back in. We'll see a new season of Sunny.
How I Met Your Mother.
Well, we don't need to revive that. So Trey, I hear you have some audio for us.
Oh yeah, I got some audio on the radio that no one can hear unless you have headphones.
Well, I'll pop them on, and you and I'll listen, and nobody else will.
You guys can't listen to this.
I'm gonna make a guess at what it's about.
What is it about?
I was gonna wait until after.
Okay.
I was gonna wait for Austin's shocked reaction of the horrific audio that you made him listen to.
So, this first piece of audio, they had the Dallas Comic-Con, or I guess it was the Fan Expo, a few weekends ago, and two of the people that were there were Nolan North and Troy Baker. Do you know who those guys are?
I have no clue.
Troy Baker does like a voice.
Yeah, they're both voice actors. They're like really high up there.
One of them's Tony the Tiger, right?
I don't think so. No.
I really want to meet Tony the Tiger.
Well, we'll get you to meet Tony the Tiger, little buddy, one day.
Thanks.
Yeah.
He's at the mall or something.
Yeah. At the mall. And so, pretty much Nolan North and, Nolan North, he's the voice of Nathan Drake. He's voiced a whole bunch of...
Oh, God.
I knew you were going to do that.
Trey loves Uncharted.
Dude, he's voiced so many different characters. He voiced, Ezio in, Assassin's Creed. He voiced,
Kill Oh, you said you were going to go see the movie,
he
right?
voiced Deadpool. I didn't see the movie
Oh,
yet.
kill me.
You're a jerk. You're a jerk. You know that?
What, did you make Deadpool?
He and Troy Baker also voiced a whole bunch of characters. Like he's voiced everybody. He's voiced the Joker. For the video game, the Arkham video games.
Mark Hamill didn't do those?
I think he did Origin actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mark Hamill's a great Joker.
Yeah, Mark Hamill's a great Joker. He's the best Joker to some people, I think.
I like the Impractical Jokers.
Sal, Q, Murr,
The other
one.
So I got Nolan North to do a liner for us.
You got what?
I got Nolan North to do a liner for our podcast.
What?
Thought you
Are
would like
you
that.
serious?
Hey everybody, this is Nolan North, and I've already stopped listening to Super GameCast 64. You should too.
So yeah, I got that.
That was very rude of him.
Yeah, I know. I didn't tell him to say that. He just said it.
I hate your podcast.
No, I gave him that little write-up, and he did.
Was that cool?
Yeah.
Was it like, you can, like, when you hear it, you see him, like, the character saying that you see
Oh,
Nathan
dude,
Drake?
I could totally, knowing who he is and, like, hearing him on interviews and stuff and the character himself, people who know, like, I think people who are, like, really into video games know who that is.
That'd be like if the guy who does Master Chief's voice said something. I think it would be pretty cool. But I just,
Yeah.
I don't.
No, I didn't just get it because it's Nathan Drake. Like, he's pretty big.
Is he pretty?
Oh, he's a pretty man. He's a handsome man. He's very pretty.
Oh, good.
You know? Very, very handsome.
Well,
Looks
that's
like
real
someone's
cool.
dad.
We'll have to play that at the end of every.
Yeah, I'm going to play at the beginning.
Or
Yeah.
anytime the show starts to lull, just throw that in there. And who do we got next?
Hey everybody, this is Nolan North, and I've already stopped listening to Super GameCast 64. You should too.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. And he was a really good guy. Like I think people were.
Were you nervous?
Well, I didn't know what to talk about because I was like, okay, get a liner, but man, I probably should talk to him about something. I couldn't think of anything because like people were staying there for like 5 minutes and talking to him. You know, so he was really generous with his time and all that. He was a really nice guy.
It's hard to meet celebrities.
Yeah,
It's weird.
like like Austin meeting Austin for the first time was really tough.
Yeah.
You know.
I was an ass.
So what'd you guys talk about?
Really, I got the aligner. Then I started to talk to him about this podcast I listened to that he's like friends with the people on. Kind of funny. I'm like, hey, you have you been on that before? Are you going on? He's like, yeah, I'm thinking about or planning on going on their podcast at some point. But like they're good friends. Like they're in the industry, and so I just talked to him a little bit about that. So I didn't really have much. I don't know what I should have talked to him about.
So can you call him up, patch him in?
Yeah, patch him up. We'll get him on the phone here. We'll talk to him a little bit, get an interview. I know Justin's podcast, Work in Progress. I know he told me that he wanted to get Troy Baker on, but Mino and Faye, he had no clue who that was.
Now, who's Troy Baker?
Troy Baker is also a voice actor. He's like in everything. He's in a lot of video games. Like he played the villain in Far Cry 4. He played Joel in The Last of Us.
Is he Toad?
He's not Toad.
Okay.
No.
What about Roy?
Yeah, is he Roy from
No, he's
Mario
not.
Kart?
He's not Roy.
Roy is our favorite Mario Kart racer.
I love Roy.
I'm glad you guys.
Whenever you drive around his...
I'm glad you guys have inside jokes.
Yeah.
Inviting people to your parties and not me. So
Well, we didn't invite you.
I know. I guess George DiGianni had another guest on to talk about.
Oh, God, more video game addiction?
Yeah, well, this was about technology, cocaine or something. Like he was saying that technology was cocaine, which I mean, he has a point to some stuff. Like everyone's on their phone all the time, you know.
Yeah. There's a dopamine
Yeah.
trigger thing in there somewhere.
But he had some lady on and talking about how like video games are cocaine. And then they were talking about Minecraft. And it wasn't that great, but this part kind of I giggled at because they were talking about Minecraft. We just had that whole
The bracket.
the bracket thing. And
I can't believe Minecraft made it as far as it did.
Yeah.
Did it make it to Final Four?
it might have, yeah.
Damn.
But it's funny because they're talking about Minecraft, and this lady has no clue what Minecraft is, even though her kid plays it all the time, she says.
That
So I'm
seems to
gonna-
be the consensus among adults who have kids who play Minecraft.
Yeah, I'm going to play the audio.
All right?
Your kid's brain on Minecraft looks like someone's brain on cocaine.
So then, why are they
It's
singling
crazy.
out Minecraft? Why not?
I think it's one of the ones that I think that the kids, especially my age, and this article talks about the woman, her son was 6, and he was just playing some kind of educational games, and then he discovered Minecraft, and that's the game that he could not pull himself away from. So basically, Minecraft is kind of like, it's like a electronic Lego. It's like instead of them actually playing with Legos, it's like these Lego characters that they're fighting each other and shooting and stuff like that. So it's kind of like a kid's version. I hate to say it, but it's a kid version of trying to think of the name of what's the one that adults play where they're shooting
This isn't like dirty, is it?
No.
And that's
No, it's a
Dr.
kid's
Webster again.
game. But it becomes very addictive because you start building points and you can move to different levels, and so they get I think it's just I don't know all the games, but I know that Minecraft is one of those that kids can play, and they can play against other characters and play like he can have a buddy over and he'll bring his computer and they'll be fighting back and forth but playing on the same game. So
it's one that they tend to play for extremely long hours, right?
oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a big problem with Minecraft.
He could play
Hard-hitting
that
reporting.
game all day. I mean, I have to limit the time he's on the computer and find other stuff for him to do, which is sometimes hard, especially because I work and I'm gone a lot. And if I can get a buddy to come over, him to go to a buddy's house or get him out, I'd rather him just watch TV than play that game sometimes.
They're saying that this technology in particular, is so hyper arousal.
Ooh, I
Very
like that
important
word.
words. Hyper arousal that it raises dopamine levels.
All right. So, a lot to unpack there.
Maybe if you're going to come on to a show and talk about a game, do I don't know, 3 minutes of reading online about what the game is about. And
do some of the research.
You go to a different level and you shoot
battle.
each other.
It's
you
like
battle.
Call of Duty, and is this a dirty game?
What's that game all the adults play where they murder each other? That's what Minecraft is.
I don't know all the video games.
I don't know any video games, actually. Also, he had her in studio for this?
For that. Talk about technology and stuff in Minecraft. So
when was the last time somebody had talked to that lady? She was just like had a lot of stuff to get off her chest.
She did. It's just,
I work a lot of hours. I can't watch my kids.
You know what? No wonder your husband divorced you.
Exactly.
She was good for maybe the first few sentences.
Yeah, she was all right.
Like, we get it, George DJ on it. Like, there's anytime you do an enjoyable activity, you get a dopamine release. That's just where fun comes from. I don't know why he's so hell-bent on this, like,
technology and
that
stuff.
lady was getting a big old dopamine dose.
Oh, yeah. And they just kill each other, and I hate it so much.
You know, if you're going to know what your kids are playing, maybe you should pay attention to what they're playing, you know?
Yeah, they just go in their room, and I don't talk to them for hours. I don't invest myself in their lives or their activities or anything.
Yeah. And, you know, again, they just act like video games are just this horrible vice. It's not any kind of social or artistic or fun factor at all. It's like they compare it to, you know, drugs when they do that. Yeah.
That age are still stuck in the mindset that video games is fast clicking beep, boop, 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 beep, beep, and levels and points, and like only nerds did that in the 80s, and they've just cloistered themselves in their rooms. They've never moved past that.
Yeah, you look at like stuff like Dungeons and Dragons, even that was just like, what wizards and warlocks? This is satanic. It's just like all that stuff that just like builds like just people are like more social in situations like that. Even video games like that helped people just be more like outgoing in a lot of instances, like talking to people online and like having online buddies and stuff.
And I know people who probably have more online friends than real friends in real life, and
those don't count. No, they're just lonely.
I think that scares a lot of people.
Yeah, I think it can be scary too, but I think it can be positive as well, because I think
definitely
people that suffer from social anxiety could find outlets, you know. And I always I have a friend, to be candid, I got a friend who's dealing with a lot of like horrible bipolar anxiety and stuff like that. And I'm like, hey, you know, there are people online that could, like, people who have that same affliction as you do, you know, you could find help and talk to those people. Because, I mean, you could talk to me, but I don't know if I'm giving you the help that you need. You know, why don't you, you know, there are communities online. So I think it's just a different way of thinking. But, you know, I think it does scare people.
I think she also like kind of nailed it at the beginning, saying it was like electronic Legos.
Yeah, she did.
Which is like a good thing. Like
it builds
you're learning,
creativity.
And you're learning like problem solving skills and kind of like there's a lot of different like elements and stuff to the game to where you'd be like, oh, so this is kind of where you learn this kind of stuff, and you don't have to spend $1 million.
Yeah, but that's not the way we did it back in my day, so it's wrong. Basically, it's just how
we need to
works.
get Dr. Webster on here.
We need to get George on here. I think technology.
See, here's the thing though, George, he's not the culprit that Dr. Webster guy was on there again. He was kind of the one who was. And George, I don't think, because I've mentioned to him, like when I used to do the weekends, like he would say, hey, he reminds me of Tony Perkins from Heavyweights. He came in, he's like, what's your passion? I'm like, I do make videos on video games and stuff, and he didn't seem to scoff at that.
There's only one correct answer when George DiGianni asks you
working
out.
Fitness, health, personal health and fitness.
Fitness burger.
I think it's
mouth.
that. Yeah.
He's actually a really cool guy.
He's a nice guy. I mean, he asked me who I was twice, but you know, the few
on
times
air,
I've met him,
he comes off like he'd be.
He comes off like Tony Perkins.
Yeah,
but he's like a nice guy.
Yeah,
you know. I don't know. He's a weird guy, very weird guy. Yeah. But so I mean, that's been the podcast. I don't know if we have anything else to review or talk about.
No,
we're gonna probably do that Zelda review someday.
Soon,
and then
I have one Divine Beast left, and then we could probably talk about it.
Yeah, I'm almost. I'm at the Divine Beast for one of them. I'm like in the dungeon kind of thing.
Okay.
And I kind of started the other one, the desert one, where I have to do stealth. And I'm really not looking forward to that.
The desert's been my favorite part so far. I've really enjoyed being in the desert. There's a lot of good story stuff in there.
Yeah, and I feel like I haven't explored as much as I should. I was watching a stream the other night of a friend of mine. He was like going through all these places I have not even seen yet. So it's just such a big game.
That's why I'm so far behind, because that's all I've been doing is finding things.
I've put like maybe 40 hours in there. I have not touched a divine beast yet.
Really?
I'm like, I'm going to go look at this tower and reveal this area of the map. And then, there's a shrine over there. Then I get there. Oh, there's another shrine I saw on the way. I'm going to go, you know what? There's another shrine. Like,
you sound addicted, Zach. It sounds like a dopamine release.
It does.
Oh, God.
Maybe we can get you guys on for the Zelda review. Because I think I want to get someone on for that. Okay. Just because it's such a big game. I think we should get multiple opinions, you know.
Yeah, because Zach's played it just as much as we have.
Yeah. Then maybe we could get like Hunter, too, so we can have like a 4-way. I don't know,
sorry,
Adam, have you been playing it at all?
No, yeah, I'll listen. Don't worry.
All right, you'll listen. So maybe we could do something like that.
Cool.
You know, I like having guests on for the reviews just because I feel like another perspective.
Yeah.
All
Plus,
right.
all that's more SeatGeek money.
Have you gotten any SeatGeek money yet? Because I know
I got an email from TC that said, here's people's earnings or something, and I deleted it.
Yeah, I don't think
I... So I do this for this, not for the money.
Do it for the love. Love of the game. Love of the game. All right, that's a long episode of Super GamesCast 64.
How long did we go?
Hour 20.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
We're not going to review every new Hearthstone expansion card. There's only 130 of them.
Let's do it.
All right, let's review those.
Let's do a half hour
Let's
for
do
each.
that, yeah.
Okay. Tazdingo!
Zach is the actual voice of the Tazdingo guy. Yeah.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's the Troy Barker of...
Sorry, we have Roy and we have Tazdingo.
Yeah.
Those are two inside jokes that you were not.
All these inside... Why don't you guys do the podcast? Why don't you guys do a podcast?
Yeah, get on out of here, Trey.
Got inside joke podcast, not invite Trey to birthday party podcast.
Yeah. Trey, for the last time, we didn't invite you.
That's Super GamesCast 64. This has been a product of Super GamesCast 64. To find all episodes of Super GamesCast 64, you can go on iTunes. We're on there. We're on the Google Play. And also you can go on my website, TreyTMitchell.com.
Whoa, this is new.
Website now. Yeah. All my stuff's on there now, so I don't have to... Anytime someone asks, I just say, just go to TreyTMitchell.com.
Cool. You have it up and running? You have hosting?
It's up and running, hosting, all that. So go up there. You can listen to all the podcasts. You can listen to all the Blow the Cartridge podcasts. You can watch all my videos. Austin, if you ever want to put stuff up on there, I'll host your stuff too.
Cool. Oh, speaking of, I paid the $60 fee and got Regonk.com up and running again.
Yay!
So it's chugging along.
Okay. Have you worked on Regonk Quest at all?
No. I have not.
That was impressive, though, that you did that.
It was garbage.
It was fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you show that to, Cash, he was probably surprised as hell, right?
Like, you've been working on this here! And then he picked me up by my head, and he just stuck me in the ceiling tiles for a week.
Well, you could finally touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't you get a free domain with that as well?
I did. I also got DonaldTrumpGangbang.com along with my hosting, so we need to find something to do with that.
Well, we'll find something. All right, so Zach and Adam, it's thanks for coming on the podcast.
Thanks for having us.
Sorry for ruining it.
No, you guys are fine. You're reviewing all the legal aspects of this.
I'm gonna put that on my gravestone. Trey Mitchell, it was fine.
It was fine.
It was fine.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna have an app with my headstone. People can come by and leave reviews and stuff, and I'll have like a message board. It'll be really cool.
All right. Sounds fun.
I just want to keep this going because I'm going home to an abusive wife and no job.
Does Kirk abuse you?
This is the only time I'm happy every week.
Oh,
Trey.
no. I'm sure Adam and Zach will leave. So
yeah.
So thanks for listening.
Never.
We'll be back next week at a regular time. We just had some scheduling issues.
Actually, I'm going to be busy next Wednesday. Can we do Tuesday or something?
Oh my God.
Sorry.
So thank you for listening to this 1 hour and 20-minute podcast disaster. We'll never do this again. All of you can go to hell. Goodbye.
Except for SeatGeek.
Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah, they're cool.